underrated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Chris a king, better add extra on the...
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Being chased out left. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll look to throw. This pass caught at the 4. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings 7, Chargers nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost him a ball game?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Chargers at 4-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. It's Herbert. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll run with Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and 5. This is caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout this rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
First and 10, 46-yard line.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on second down, Herbert. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to throw here. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Chargers 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back deep, Daz Newsome. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Second and 1. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is caught at the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Cook up the gut. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Again, it's Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Chargers 10.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Herbert off of play action. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's Ross Blacklock who earns the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Chargers 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Herbert throwing again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Cook again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A good return there, 17 yards. After he punted that ball, he's probably frustrated that they had a sizable return against his punt, but he made amends by stepping up to make the tackle.
Yeah, he made amends and probably covered a few of his teammates who didn't handle it very well because once the return breaks like that, you're thinking touchdown, and he prevented it with a nice play.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but That confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
He's up to the 20, and they work this out past the 25. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Newsome now on the return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he's got room. 10 more there and another first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Well, going for Jefferson downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
And they take a knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right.